Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Way to work, baby. Way to work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. They run it with Jacobs. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Packers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 1st downs and 3 points.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of
on 2nd down. Here's Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. First down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Nick Kwiatkowski there on the tackle.
Running from the gun with Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen, and he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 50.
1st down, a run with Cohen. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A pickup of 2.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out, try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And a Packer 1st down.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Packers 3.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Packers.
Running is Jacobs. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target, but now it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered, so that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jacobs now. A good run. And it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Bills 14, Packers 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10. At their own.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown all.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Flush to his right. That is caught. It's Perriman.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One in, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even. 17 apiece.
Ties the game at 17. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
A Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Again, it's Henry. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Casey Hayward brought him down. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
And some room to work. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Packers. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bills 17.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A 3-yard pick.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Here's Jacobs from the gun. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Tremaine Edmonds on the tackle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, we'll likely put an end to this thing. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 1st down, it's Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's good for the Buffalo Bills.
Running from the gun with Henry. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
He's taken out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.